Hi, in this video we're going to be looking at the Black Series Luke Skywalker. This is a reissue figure, older mould. You can get him into the two-handed grip with the lightsaber. He comes with the macro binoculars which you can put at the back of his belt. It's quite a nice looking figure. I mean, the head sculpt's not perfect, but I mean that from that angle the face doesn't look too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Comes with upper part of the outfit is cloth. It's very much like the 2004 OTC Vintage Original Trilogy Collection Luke. And yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, that game you can get him for about £6 now, or maybe £5. I got this one for £9.99, and then I bought another one last week or the week before for £6 or something, £5. That game on the iconic Power of the Force 2 card, red card. Who would ever imagine these cards becoming so iconic in a way? Yeah, not bad. So comes on this card. The Han also got released on this card, the original Han in the vest. It's not a bad looking figure. I mean, you could get this one with the land speeder as well. I think that one came with a hat though, a floppy hat. There's the macro binoculars. Some reasonable detailing on the figure. I mean, this is such a classic, iconic outfit though. You know, Luke staring off into the sunset, or grasping the lightsaber for the first time. Not bad. Hair colour's not too bad. Sandy brown. Nice looking figure. It's got the older style articulation. I mean, with the cloth, you've got to be kind of careful when you move the figure around. So you can get the arms that high up, both sides. I guess the belt's glued, so I mean, if you wanted to take the robe off, you could do that. It makes it difficult to like rotate that arm around because the cloth just gathers. But I'm sure that's possible. And you can't really see the articulation, but I mean, you can rotate. Yeah. So I guess it's got a ball joint for the at the shoulder. Elbows that do way more than 90. Look at that. He's cutting himself there, but definitely good at elbows there. Wrists that rotate and pivot. They've got the nice movement there. It's a good articulation in the arms. Ab crunch. Let's see if we can show it better. Yeah, not bad. Head goes that far forward. Inhibited by the back of the hair. Rotates. Let's look at the face sculpt there. This might have, because it's a reissue, it might have the new face printing technique to sort of give the figure a new lease of life in a way. See the sort of joints it's got, but it gives you. It's very much like the Black Series Luke Dagobah, the little 3.75 figure with those funny joints. But it's got, that's why it's got such good elbow movements. Legs go out to this far. Upper thigh cut. Very stiff though. Double knees on both sides. and rocker ankles. So good articulation, standard black series. I mean, most people would say this is not a perfect figure. I mean, I'm late in the game reviewing this figure. I've seen reviews of this figure, and you know, I think most people find fault with the face and the fact that they use cloth here. But it looks quite effective. It's a lightsaber. There's the hilt. The blade doesn't come out, it's firmly fixed, and there's a hook there and there's a hook in the belt, but you can't take the blade out, so what's the point? You should have come with an unlit hilt then, if they were gonna, you know, so you can have him hooked with the lightsaber, maybe an E11 as well. There's detailing on the belt. I mean, the fabric's nice to touch, nice to feel. You just pull this, it's got a clip on the back. Macro binoculars. The macro binoculars. Tiny. I don't know if you can really hold these because his hands, I guess maybe they've got. Let's see if you can hold them. Hard to tell. No, not really. I mean, I'm sure you could, you know, because it is recessed a little bit at the back of the macro binoculars. But I don't know. Best thing to have them on the belt. Hanging. Just pull the flap up a bit, not too much, and then just clip it on the back of the belt. Quite a nice figure, really. Been around for quite a while. Must have come around 2015, 2016 originally, and then it got put in the land speeder as well. But looks good on the back of the belt, I think, like that. That does look good. So you have the VOTC, Luke, you'll be quite familiar with this sort of, how they've done this figure. I mean, you could put the binoculars, this hook gets in the way a little bit, but you can put it in front of the belt buckle. It's not a bad figure really, if you ask me. I mean, for the price, you know, £5 or £6, you know, it's one I've always wanted. It's such an iconic figure. I mean, I like the legs, the way he's done those. Not bad. I mean, if you can find him in a game for about £5, I wouldn't turn your nose up at this one. There's definitely no way you can pull out the blade though. But you can push the lightsaber into this hand or the other hand. You can get him into two-handed pose. So, you know, you've got some display options with this figure. Bad. Okay, so that's your Power of the Force carded Black Series reissue Luke Skywalker from Tatooine, 1977 vibe. Very nice looking figure. Such a classic. Yeah, nice. So definitely, if you can find this one at Game, definitely pick him up because he's on sale now for about £6 at the most. Anyway, cheers, goodbye.